But if I'm having a conversation with someone, generally, I'm not switching between two separate media platforms to talk to them, especially if one of them is Xbox. Yes, I did wrong by helping her edit those screenshots, and I hope y'all can forgive one day. Yes, I made horrible decisions trying to support my friend. That's not support. That's not support. That's literally burying them, okay? You supported them the same way that the host of LCU is supporting Mike every time they talk, okay? I have no words. I am so sorry for the lies about this whole situation. If you guys don't know who Cory Kenshin is, he's this really massive, 22, 25 something million subscriber channel. He does gaming and everything, and is generally seen as a good person, just a chill person. And an ex of his came out with some allegations against him that he was manipulative and that he was mentally abusive and stuff like that. But she had the wonderful idea of putting out a cryptic message as to exactly what he did, and just let the internet go crazy with it. And they were all talking about how he essayed her, that there was video evidence of it, just wild theories and stuff like that. And in less than 24 hours, those allegations were proven false. So we're just going to get into it. WestJet does a pretty great video on it. Highly recommend you go subscribe to him. He does really funny and entertaining short videos. And we're also going to go through some of the tweets and stuff that prove that she not only manipulated the situation and lied about it all, but also had a friend of hers help to Photoshop DMs between her and Cory. So let's get into it.
Massive day for the unemployed. Cory Kenshin, or Black PewDiePie, is a YouTuber with 20-something odd million subscribers, and he just got exposed. This girl over here called him out for abuse. POV, you didn't know this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. He just wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you.
Yeah, I actually...
So this is back when they were dating, which I think was 2017 or something like that.
Did something to you while you were asleep.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know.
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Cory?
What the actual f did you just say to me right now?
Just don't worry about it.
Cory?
Good.
So it is later revealed that she actually was essayed by another ex at some point in time, and Cory knew about this and was making a joke out of it. Now, you can say that's in poor taste, that's terrible, yada, yada, yada. Dark humor isn't for everybody, whatever it might be. But because of this video that she decided to post years after their breakup, they decided, or the internet decided, that basically this was him admitting to essaying her.
Cory, what did you do?
Do nothing.
You can't make it up. He hit her with the "I didn't do nothing." What's next? Is his mom gonna show up saying he was a good boy?
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Look, this came right in my face. I didn't do anything.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out.
For clarification, he did not essay me.
So she went on TikTok. She's like a wannabe TikTok influencer, and decided that she was just going to put all of this out there. We have an entire thread here by Spithara just showing everything. And it's just, it's incredible. Here's the timing wasn't about views or his career. It was about when I finally had the strength to come forward. It wasn't easy for me. This wasn't for strangers to validate me. This was for my peace. And it's bullshit. I'm sorry, bullshit. You didn't get the attention you wanted, so you decided to call this dude out. And for what exactly? He did nothing. I guess the most you could gleam from this is that he wasn't as interested in her as she was in him.
She posts a little Polaroid of them kissing at a booth or something and says, the timing wasn't about views or his career. It was about when I finally had the strength to speak. This wasn't easy for me. This wasn't for strangers to validate me. This wasn't for my peace. My face when the Cory Kenshin situation is crazy by YouTuber Penguin 0 drops tomorrow. Dear Cory Kenshin, I didn't want to do this, but I don't owe you my silence anymore. There's no clean way to start. Just that familiar weight in my chest while the world kept applauding someone who never showed up for me. I was never part of your world publicly. You made sure I stayed close, just far enough to be invisible.
See, now that does exactly sound like what I described, right? You're close enough to be there, but far enough to feel invisible. So she's upset that basically she wasn't his main chick. That's my interpretation of it. She tries to turn around and say, oh, you know, that he was mentally abusive, but she's never able to actually give any examples of him being mentally abusive.
Your followers eat up the whole man of faith image you push because faith without basic decency isn't faith, it's branding. You ghosted me, not because you were confused, but to teach me a lesson. You made me feel like I had to shrink just to earn a reply.
Bacon avocado.
It wasn't even me editing them.
Yeah, so she puts out a video of her edited, slowed down, singing to her allegations of what she claims that Cory did to her.
Music over it and slowing her voice. This is so unserious. This is what she posted herself. And then the next day, someone told me they saw you in California with another girl.
Sounds like somebody got jealous that she wasn't the main one.
Anytime I tried speaking up, you twisted it into something wrong with me, and while I sat alone, replaying every word, breaking myself apart, just trying to make sense of it, they were out here calling you a positive role model. Up until this point, she's kind of coming off.
Now remember, everything she's saying, she knows she has no evidence. She's completely lying about everything. So keep that in mind while we continue to see these text messages or these posts of hers.
Off as a bit of a player hater, you know, she's playing the clip of him saying stuff about her sleeping at his fetishes in a joking way, and then she says he didn't essay her, so, you know, what's the point of that clip? Again, this is a messy breakup, and we're only getting one side of the story.
Yeah, even writing this now has me crying so hard I could barely breathe. The pain still lives in my body like it just happened yesterday. I'm not writing this because I still care. Bullshit. Like, you want to be his girl, like, or you want to be his girl. Like, that's the whole reason. I'm writing this because I've carried too much in silence. This was your punishment. Silence, distance, disappearing like affection was something I had to earn. Listen, if somebody's not that into you or somebody doesn't want to be with you, just let them go. Like, stop chasing after the person. You're only hurting yourself. Like, loving you too loudly meant I needed to be put in my place. I mean, if he's not into you and you're just constantly going after him, I mean, Jesus Christ, you might need to be put in your place.
Story, so I'm not gonna be Twitter and I'm that judge, jury, and executioner out here. Anyway, back to the California girl. You never said who you were going with, so I assumed it was your family. All I did was ask, calmly, the way anyone seeing someone would. I'm not the type to pry or get jealous over nothing, but when the details don't add up, I pay attention. But you snapped at me. You said it was your sister, got defensive.
I mean, I would get defensive too if I'm dating somebody and they see somebody and it is a family member and you're just going off on me for it. Like, that's insane. Like, Jesus Christ.
I wasn't accusing you of shit. I just wanted the truth. Are we in
It definitely sounds like you're accusing him when you're literally saying right here that, like, what was it? That you told me that it was your family member.
Be Twitter and I'm that judge, jury, and executioner out here. And you said it was your
sister. I assumed you were going with your family, etc., etc. That's all judgment. That's all accusation. It's an accusation without actually having an accusation being, you know, thrown out there.
Sister got defensive. I wasn't accusing you of shit. I just wanted the truth. Are we in high school? How old are these people? Like, Cory here is pushing 40, so I imagine his girlfriend.
I don't know about pushing 40, but like, if he was 36 or 35, yeah, maybe. I think he'd be pushing 40. He's closer to 30 than he is 40.
The ex-girlfriend is the same. You got emotionally abused and manipulated? Like, welcome to the real world. Perchance
Facts. And that's the thing that I hate, especially when it comes to, like, influencer dating and shit like that. It's like, Jesus, like, so many of these fucking influencers have never lived the life, have never had a job, have never had to go through any actual hardship or something of that nature. And then they get on here and it's like, just because somebody doesn't want to be your friend, all of a sudden they're an abuser, they're this evil human being. It's like, that's not how, no. Like, come out of your fucking ivory palace. Stop thinking everything is sweet in this world. Like, Jesus Christ.
Pass judgment on too soon. We got a part 2 and 3 coming in. Part 2, where it gets worse. And then came the Xbox messages. Oh, jeez. You know, I want to give people a benefit of the doubt, but a black man with an Xbox instead of a PlayStation? Guilty on all charges. So we must.
So the craziest thing about this, and you're going to notice, is that the messages between the two of them continue to go back and forth from Discord to Xbox. Now, I don't know about you, but if I'm having a conversation with someone, generally, I'm not switching between two separate like media platforms to talk to them, especially if one of them is Xbox. You know how much more difficult it is to actually like write messages on an Xbox? Why not just text? Especially if you're dating the person. But it doesn't really matter because all these screenshots are fake.
Mama, we get some.
Well, the screenshots aren't all fake. Some of them were made. Some of them were made with a fake account.
Direct messages. Okay, so what's up? You still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to fuck up your life some more. What? That was a joke. Jeez, lol. I was just asking. Never heard you curse before. That's why it threw me off. Upside down smile emoji. Is this kindergarten? Is this lunchtime recess? He just said f. He didn't say fat. Does she think she talking to Nick A30? Like it.
So we're gonna come over here just real quick to show you just how easy it is to make fake Discord messages real quick.
Proof that the Cory Kenshin allegations are fake. This is a video that I took. It's just me and my friend texting, right? Well, there's the cap cut, but the overlay is what it is. I put the Xbox app overlays over it. So therefore, it looks like the Xbox app, but like in a different font. So most of those screenshots she posted is fake. Because from what I know, Cory Kenshin's Discord is not that. Plus, I've seen on Twitter that account was created literally.
But look at just how freaking easy, like, look at this. Look at how easy it looks. That literally looks like a Discord message, and all you would have to do is erase these two parts right here and then just add painting on top of it. Like, if you have Photoshop, it's not that difficult to do. All you have to do is take the color here, etch this out, and then put another background behind it, and then freaking just fill it in. Guys, this is the whole reason why you don't just immediately assume that because somebody puts out information that it's factual, that it's true. It's like, do some research. It's not that hard.
Over it. So therefore, fake. Because from what I know.
And a woman scorned, man, they'll do crazy things.
It was funny. It was cute. As if the pain you caused the first time wasn't real. The confusion, the trauma, the aftermath. All just a joke now that you're bored again. Yo, can you stop swearing? That comes immediately after those messages. I don't get it. Anyway, she rewrites Genesis and now more DM. Because I wanted you. Wanted me how? Like how I've had you. Like in a relationship?
So if you notice, now these freaking messages between the two of them is now on Discord. Why the fuck? Why? I'm sorry, but like, why the fuck would you have two separate conversations? One on Xbox and one on Discord. It doesn't make sense. And especially if they were they have to have more communication than that. I'm just like, there's no way. If they're just use fucking Discord.
Type of way or something else? Like something else. That's kind of messed up. I wasn't a toy. I know that. I was
Hey, what's going on, Pigeon?
just about to message you after a year and ask you to be my girlfriend. But I guess I was just a good for you. When you said relationship, I thought you meant I was just gonna ask you out. Nah. I mean, you were, but that's not all you were. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You're with someone. That's how it felt at the time. Even if I wasn't, I wouldn't have let you again. And when I did that with you is something
Oh, hello from Russia. Oh, subbed from a friend on Discord. Ah, sweet. Hope you enjoy. We do a lot of different things here. Hi from Russia. That's crazy.
I just can't do with anyone. You wouldn't have let me again, lol. No, I wouldn't. I feel like I'm in.
Listen, sometimes when you're late at night and you're You know, you get that feeling. You kind of just hit them up. If you get a text message after 12 a.m., it's generally not for anything good. Like, let's just be real. Those be them horny hours. Like, let's just be realistic.
Kindergarten, like Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Machine's gonna show up any moment now. Like the freaking magic school bus is here. Like, what am I reading? This reads like a high school breakup. I'm glad. I'm the same. I don't fuck anyone. Double bummer. The difference between you and I, though, is that I don't do it with anyone just because I was abused. I'm not saying that for you to.
So these messages here, right? Obviously, S8 is what she's talking about. She's saying she doesn't do it just with anybody because of that. So she's bringing this in and just basically trying to paint the guy as some sort of like manipulator, stating the fact that, oh, you knew I was abused before. I only trust you and da-da-da-da-da. You took advantage of that. Jesus Christ. To be fair, I've pretty much had some of those moments. I texted 3 to 4 girls, had a one-night stand with an old school friend. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Like, if you're down and that person's down and they're okay with being a booty call or whatever, hey, more power to you. Enjoy, have your fun and all that. All I'm saying is it's best that both people who are in the situation know what it is. It's the same thing as like with the friends with benefits situation. Y'all gotta have some rules there, okay? Like, the moment like emotions start getting into the mix, shit gets a little wonky. You know, people don't want to get hurt, all that, this, and the third. So
Feel bad or whatever, but for you to understand, I know you told me that. I didn't know I'd got lumped into the category with a person who did that because I was being used for that. I guess the time when you told me how you felt was not real too. Backpedal. You were never used for sex. I need to.
And now we jump over to Xbox. Why? Who has this conversation from Discord to Xbox?
Make sure you understand that. I loved you. Like I said, I didn't have much Kyo together. You loved me? How is that possible? Okay, so then she adds how she feels about the mess.
Okay, so now that we've gone over a couple of the messages, we're going to check this out. So apparently this is her friend here. And she comes out and says that she does this every year. She being freaking Panda Ninja or whatever the hell her name is. And it says, it's on Twitter. I can scroll back, but apparently old girl was asking people to edit the screenshot. She dropped an audio of her admitting that she was also into Cory's sleeping thing. Had a sideman while dating Cory. So it sounds like she was the cheater. And tried to play it off. Remember, people, when you're in a relationship and you're not doing anything wrong, or it doesn't matter if it's platonic or romantic, if you're in a relationship and you know you're not doing anything wrong and somebody's accusing you of it, it's a good chance it's a guilty conscience. I'm just gonna be real with you. Cory finally got tired of her and cut her off. Like I said, sometimes bitches need to be put in their place. Am I right or am I right? Cut her off and was just leaking Cory's whole life, leaking Cory's whole friend group numbers, and even had SA allegations against herself. So here's a person who helped her actually edit the screenshot. Cory was in love with that girl till he found out she was cheating first and pregnant with another dude's baby. Jesus Christ. Pigeon, this whole drama also makes the internet much stupid. They never think that the saying innocent until proven facts, innocent until proven guilty. Not on the internet. Listen, on the internet, you are guilty until you prove your innocence. Like, that's just the way it is. Maybe in the court system, you're, guilty, or you're innocent until proven guilty. But as far as the public opinion goes, no. You're guilty until you can prove otherwise. She tried to say it was his, but I couldn't hold my tongue because that isn't right for her to lie to a good man like him. They were both young, making stupid choices in life. I'm not asking you to not hold him accountable for ghosting her, which, I mean, sure, I guess, but at the same time, if he was getting on her nerves, I disagree with ghosting, but sometimes it's just necessary, man, because people just don't take the hint. They don't understand. They don't listen to you. They don't respect your boundaries. And the more you tell them no or something, or that you're trying to end things or whatever, or break it off, the harder they hold on to it. At least in my experience. Ghosting her like that, but I'm simply saying to listen to each side. Yes, I did wrong by helping her edit those screenshots, and I hope y'all can forgive one day. Yes, I made horrible decisions trying to support my friend. That's not support. That's not support. Like, that's literally burying them. Okay. You supported them the same way that the host of LCU is supporting Mike every time they talk. Okay. I'm sorry. You're not supporting your friend by helping them do something wrong. Jesus Christ. Trying to support my friend, trying to bring down a hardworking man. Nobody should ever deal with someone like this, not something from the past where they have clearly grown up. Hold both parties equally. Do not bash that man because he's way more famous than her. It's wrong. Again, I'm very sorry. I hope the public can forgive me for the mistake I made. Yeah, nobody even fucking knows who you are. So, I mean, you know. And then here we have, okay, so since people are actually believing whatever is being put out there, as the general public does on the internet, let me go ahead and say the facts. For one, she was essayed, but not by Cory, which she stated in, the text messages. Which were also falsified. Anyways, however, he did make a joke about it being aware, so he is at fault for that, I suppose. Like, she didn't really seem to care that she was joking about it in the video. She was laughing and giggling and having a good time, which, by the way, she outright said it was an ex prior to Cory. 2, this happened in 2018, so this happened fucking 8 years ago almost. 7 years ago, whatever the fuck, what are we, 2025? Yeah, 7 years ago. So the factor that people are bringing this up in 2025 is crazy, given that most people have changed within that time frame in which Cory has changed mentally. I mean, she's literally the only one who brought it up for attention, so you can't really blame everybody else. You can blame everybody else for jumping the gun, though. The people who are just outright bashing him, saying he's completely guilty, is beyond insanity. Insanity. I agree. People are fucking stupid on the internet. Let's actually think, people. If the girl wanted to expose Cory, she would have already done it with actual undeniable proof. Yo, what's up, Seek? Yet every piece of proof has some context on it and or taken out of context. Now, I do agree with that. Every little bit of proof does have, context around it, and you got to look at the entirety of the context. So, I mean, but here's a short video of one of her roommate who's talking about how manipulative she actually can be at times.
So some of you saw the live that I was just in with Panda, and all I've got to say is this: when the recordings inevitably come out for that, okay, pretty much everything that I had said about why I felt the way I do about this was proven in that live, where things that happened, little details got twisted here and there to make it look like I was the aggressor, to make it look like I did these things to her and shit.
Well, we appreciate having you here, Seek.
Nothing but pure intentions. I will admit that us becoming roommates did start out with pure intentions on her end, but in that live, she starts to make up things that I came bum rushing into the apartment to get my stuff. That's not true. I was already in the apartment looking for my stuff, and I had to text her to come home to help me find it because she hid my stuff. So
she lies about her roommate and hides her own shit in their apartment or house or whatever it is. She's the actual manipulative, vindictive, whiny little brat of a human being. Cory, he's most guilty in this case is ghosting a bitch that he didn't have feelings for anymore. I'm sorry, who cares? Like, I really just don't care.
I woke up people in the house going downstairs, banging my suitcase around. My ex had to carry my suitcase. It was too heavy for me, so that never happened. Saying I was in a group chat that was releasing people's private photos, yeah, that never happened.
But it was something that Panda Ninja did. She was releasing people's information. She was releasing Cory's friends' information, like their phone numbers and their pictures and shit like that.
Once I got kicked out of the large group chat that we were in, I didn't enter any other group chat, but I was receiving screenshots of what she was saying about me. But so what she's saying about, I was in this group chat, posting people's, or not posting, but in a group chat where they were doxing people and sharing people's private photos, and that she was only in a group chat for one day. When I call her out in that live and I say, yeah, so notice how you're twisting these little bits of information here and there
vindictive,
to make it look like I'm the aggressor, and the only thing that she can respond is, well, that's my truth, that's how I remember it.
And that's the number one thing. I'm sorry, okay? That is such a female statement. I have never in my life ever experienced a dude turn around and go, well, that's my truth. I'm sorry. Like, that's something that I generally experience when it's a female who gets caught in a lie, a bold-faced lie. And then they turn around and they're like, well, that's my truth. And it's like, yeah, it's pretty easy for something to be your truth when you make it up. Like, anything can be your truth at that point in time. OK, I'm a billionaire. My bank account doesn't say it, but that's my truth. Like, dude, and then you have the whole simp army behind the person simply because she's out there posting lewds and stuff like that. It's insanity.
Messages and stuff like that, and we get to this bombshell. TBNC, stage 3A, aggressive. I didn't reach out because I was weak. I did it because if my time was up, I wasn't taking your unfinished damage with me. And what did you say? That was the most passive-aggressive cancer reveal ever, lol. Like, on paper, that looks pretty bad, sure, but she's not even showing what she said to him. Like, was she passive-aggressive? Like,
facts. And see, that's the other reason why you shouldn't, if you ever see edited screenshots, you don't see the entire, like, list, you don't see the entire thing. It doesn't take much to pop something in to freaking, you know, a goddamn MS Paint at the very least, and just black out information or things that you don't want people to see. But if you ever receive as evidence a single screenshot of something, that person's most likely hiding shit. So best not to believe them.
I don't know. I'm not necessarily discrediting her here, but if you omit important information like that in like an expose, if you will, it makes you look a bit less credible. And of course, there was N. She found me through your Xbox friends list, checked my profile, saw my IG in the bio, and followed me. Just another gamer sliding in. Nothing strange at first. Then one day, she posted you on her IG stories, and something in me paused. Part 3.
Something in her paused. It was her realizing she was no longer that important to him, that she was no longer an option. Listen, we've all been there before. All right, let's be realistic here, where we break up with somebody, or they break up with us, or we break up with them, whatever, mutual breakup, whatever it might be. And even if it's mutual, even if everything's good, if you're single and you see them on social media with their new person, it stings. Even if everything's good, even if everything's mutual, it still stings a little bit because you're like, fuck, just got called lonely by the internet.
3. They were watching Me Too. You're actually kidding me right now. Like, what am I looking at? Oh my God. Apparently she waited 2 days to give this clarification too,
which is absolutely insane. She knew that the internet was going after Cory, was all accusing him of SA, was accusing him of being an abuser, was accusing him of all this craziness, and she only updates it after 48 hours, and everybody's trying to get their licks in.
Which is, you know, insane. Waiting on the Cory Kenshin situation is crazy. Anyway, the girl who reached out earlier apparently dated Cory, and then, you know, it didn't work out. So apparently N was doing some weird stuff in his community, like a creepy stalker situation, inserting herself into the lives of the women you were connected to. But it's so digging.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
And saw she was following you on Xbox. That's what it clicked. Like, what is this, a promotion for Xbox you're even using?
Like, there's just, like, leave Xbox alone, okay? I enjoy Xbox. Leave it alone, okay? Stop. It just makes absolutely no fucking sense. Right? Even if this was real, right? Even if all of this was real, I would still have an incredible difficulty, like an incredible time trying to believe any of this. It's like, I'm sorry, you guys were having this like conversation about your previous like as sexual assault on fucking Xbox. Like, what the fuck is this? What are you, like a 13-year-old? Like, what the fuck? I'm Dante's response to this was good. I might check it out. I'm Dante's pretty funny. I watch him in compilations for music reviews and stuff. Yeah, PS, the PlayStation is way better. Listen, I will admit PC master race, but if we're talking console, I mean, Xbox just has way more exclusives.
Using their like signature colors, and then she had the audacity to say that she hates drama, and this was something she never wanted to be part of.
I'm sorry, women who do not like drama are a diamond in the rough. Like, I'm sorry. Women love their chisme, okay? Females love drama. And now I know that's a little hypocritical of me to turn around and say that when I cover drama, but come on. Mods ban Miss Jess. Mono's the only one that gets banned around here. Think I'm the only one around? Yeah, you are.
Sure, buddy.
Twitter has already made up their mind. You know, Cory Kenshin is guilty at all counts. But me personally, I don't really believe that 4 cherry-picked DM conversations on Discord really, like, you know, hold that much of a punch. If you...
Yep. Oh, shit. I forgot about that. So here's the other thing about it. I think I have it right here. So here's the other thing, right? So this is the DMs and stuff that they were trying to say. Peep the profile picture in time, 1025, 1025, 1026, 1026. It is entirely possible you could be responding this quickly, but if you're just going throughout your day, I'm sorry, even my text messages with my girl, it's like sometimes you're anywhere from a minute response to an hour because you work, you do stuff, your phone's not always on you, at least it's not always on me, like not always glued to my hand. And then not only does the font change, but now look at her profile picture, she really changed it while they were texting. The font keeps changing, a big sign of fake messages. Now, this person is incorrect here on it because obviously this was Xbox and it was and Discord. But as I showed you in that video, how easy it is to take a Discord or to take a Xbox message, cut it out and put it on Discord to make it look like it happened on Discord. And then it changes here again, which is a big sign. So here we have one profile picture. Here we have a second profile picture. And then here we have the same picture. So this, you're just changing your profile picture throughout the entire conversation. And like, I'm sorry, who does that? And then change it back again, not even a few seconds later. So we have 1056, 1054. Then we have 1054, 1053, right? And this is all within minutes of each other, within a single minute. Like, so you're messaging the guy, you change your profile picture, then you continue to message the guy, and then you change your profile picture back to what it was. Like, how anybody was able to believe this shit is beyond me. I'm sorry. I just don't understand. And it happens here again and switches apps back to the Xbox, which is the craziest thing. The fucking Xbox, bro. Oh, leave Xbox alone. And then on top of that, a girl trying to capture a guy's eye changing to cute pictures. I'm sorry. I love you, love, but I don't know. So this is the chick. Obviously, I don't know if you can tell. She in no way, shape, or form wants attention at all. No attention necessary for this girl. Now we come over here. And it's in the images, she has the emoji logo next to the numbers. But during 2015, when she says she was dating him, the emojis were located under the numbers. So here we have the emoji under the, under the keyboard. We come over here. Yes, the emoji button was available on iPhones in 2015, but it was accessed by tapping the globe icon on the keyboard, which would have been here, right? And I remember this. The update was so easy because, like, obviously right now the emojis are here. This is where the emojis were back then and where the globe icon was to access them. You had to click on the globe icon, which would then bring up the emojis. But because of the iOS update, that was changed. Listen. When you put out some allegations and the internet gets a hold of it, people got time on their hands. People got time on their hands. They will figure out, they will scrutinize every little detail. Android is definitely not better. I don't care what you say. I love you, but Android is definitely not better. It's insane. So these are all fake. And then here we have one of her admissions. I have no words. I am so sorry for the lies about this whole situation. Though the DMs are real, which they're not, only a portion of the DMs are real. It is not Cory. So then the DMs aren't real. Like they're real with your ex, but you faked them and photoshopped them to make it look like it was Cory. It was another ex before Cory. I was just so upset on how our relationship ended. No, I didn't cheat on him. I mean, ex to doubt. But we just had some issues. I'm trying to process my trauma. Your trauma, bitch. Your trauma. You were trying to cancel a dude with 22.5 million subscribers who, as of right now, hasn't done anything wrong. Like this dude seems to have a completely like track record of just being a really good dude, and you were upset that you were no longer, getting tapped by that. So I mean, oh my god. This person's actually correct here. Crazy how she posted that video without fully context. I knew something wasn't right, and her TikTok 3-part thing didn't address any dates or backstory except I dated Cory. Allegations are different to come back from, and I just hope it doesn't stay in Cory's channel. Listen, this is exactly what I said about the whole like Mike situation. Didn't post any context, and I knew something wasn't right. That's literally my mentality. If you tell me something and there's holes in your story and you tell me I can't ask you any questions, I can promise you I'm gonna do what I can to find out the answers. Like I'm not an idiot. Like don't piss on my boots and tell me it's fucking raining.
See Cory Kenshin trending. Spare yourself. Devastating day for the black community. Cory Kenshin is facing...
Not the Travis Scott apology video. Oh, God.
Spare yourself. Devastating.
If you don't know, this is Travis Scott in his apology video for the, what was it, the Warp Tour fiasco or something, or Rolling Loud fiasco, where like 5 people died.
Big day for the black community. Cory Kenshin is facing backlash after a woman shared a TikTok video alleging he was abusive, manipulative, and toxic during their relationship. A girl got played and she's upset. Another day.
Facts. That's exactly what it was. A girl got played and she's upset. Another day on the internet. And there's not even proof that he like played her. There's not even proof that he just hit it and quit it or anything like that. But it seems like it's the most logical thing where there was a relationship. It wasn't locked down. They weren't, boyfriend, girlfriend, fucking titles and shit. Sounds more like they were a situationship. She wanted more. And Cory was just like, I mean, it's what it sounds like.
On the internet. People are dumb as bricks and can't read and assume that Cory Kenshin essayed her, and she was like, I am very sorry. I hope the public can forgive me for the mistake I made.
So I just read all of this. Astro World? Yeah, that's what it was. Astro World. Warp Tour is no longer a thing. Oh, that's right. They canceled it, huh? Like it's no longer a thing. That's right.
Bruh. Anyway, she went on IG Live with like Snoop Dogg or something and like said her...
This dude looks more like, he doesn't look like Snoop. He looks more like Redman, but...
Peace.
Some of the screenshots were taken at one point before like an update on the Xbox app.
This schizo's going crazy. Fonts changed back from original to updated back to...
Listen, like I said, don't put shit out on the internet if it ain't all true. Motherfuckers got time. Motherfuckers make time. There are some people who are very good at time, like appropriation, whatever the fuck the word is for it, but they can condense the time to find shit out. And some people, they just don't do anything with their lives and they got time on their hands.
Original from a chronological standpoint, that makes no...
Especially if you're a very popular like micro celebrity or e-celebrity or something like that, sycophantic fans, crazy fans will look for any little detail to prove their favorite YouTuber is innocent or to prove the YouTuber they hate the most is guilty.
No sense. Cory is innocent. Again, he said, she said situation.
So there is that live video. I'll have to find it again, but we could definitely look. What's up, Neon? Let me see if I can't find that video. I forget exactly where it was. Oh, that was one I just look. Here we go. So this is the live that she went on where she explains how she lied about shit. And listen, I want you to listen to her talk about it and tell me if you can hear any regret in her voice.
Between me and Cory, like
y'all are,
the essay
my God,
happened to me when I was younger.
a whole
And
different
when
person.
and it has nothing to do with him. Like, and I said that many times in my letter. I never said it. You guys kind of assume because of
anyone picking up on any regret so far. I said it many a times after 48 hours and the internet ran with the story. You guys just assumed he did that to me. Like, bitch, is you stupid or is you dumb? Is you stupid or is you dumb?
like, and I said that many times in my letter. I never said it. You guys kind of assume because of his wording in the video that
did this bitch just stretch?
His wording in the video.
You guys just assumed that his wording in the video, he was just a bad guy. Let me just relax here real quick, kick up my feet while I explain to you how I completely manipulated the internet into thinking that this dude abused me.
That he's saying something weird, like, but he was being playful and he was like saying like things like
Thank you for saying
like,
that.
And he was like saying like things like, you know, playful, like things that like when a motherfucker start hitting you with the continued likes that it's that meme. It's that meme. You ever listen to somebody lying to you, but you just let them finish so they can complete the lie? That's literally what it is. It's like when you were a kid and you were trying to explain to your mom or your dad that it wasn't you who broke the vase and you were just there and you're like, well, what happened was I threw the dog, it was like this bitch.
like we were like, that's something we both laughed at. Like, that's something that didn't make me feel uncomfortable about him. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable.
And if he did not make you feel uncomfortable in that video, why the fuck did you use it for the beginning portion of your expose? Exactly, Seek. And feel me. You it reminds me of the skit in Family Guy where where it cuts to Peter talking to some dude and he goes, "And that's my plan." And the guy looks at him and he goes, "I don't know what you're talking about. You literally just came in here and said, 'and that's my plan.'" And Peter's like, "Oh, right." And then it cuts away. It's like, bro, what? Like, just today, Junior, get it out.
In that video. But if you guys read the point of view on there, I never said that was the essay video. I literally said,
yes, it's called alluding to it, woman. It's called alluding.
That this is one of the moments that I had with him that that it seemed like it was real, but it wasn't.
So the person that just
this is one of the moments that I had with him that that it seemed like it was real, but it wasn't.
This was one of the moments I had with him that it seemed like it was real, but it wasn't.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
Dumb bitch. Like, I truly wish and hope that in my lifetime we can have SpongeBob physics to where we can be shrunken down and put into a tiny little submarine, not one that blows up in the Atlantic Ocean, please and thank you, and put into the thought process, the freaking stream of ideas in people's heads to where in any way, shape, or form, they could come up with this and think, yeah, that's a good excuse. Yeah, that's a good excuse. Oh, they're going to enjoy this one. I agree, Seek. We got to fix our education system because motherfuckers are stupid. I mean, George Carlin was way ahead of his time, and one of George Carlin, in my personal opinion, one of his probably top 5 bits, just because of how much it resonated with me and how much I actually hated school, is he said eventually all you're going to need is a pencil to get into college. And if you're ever on Twitter, you will look and see a lot of people who fit that bill, who ain't getting into college any other way. I mean, oh my goodness.
So the person that just said, then why post this?
Exactly. So then why post this shit? That's it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Great value, Snoop Dogg. Appreciate you.
We're gonna have to wait for Cory's response, you know, to see the bigger picture, but they're due.
And as far as I know, at this point in time, he hasn't responded. And if that's true, just don't. Fuck them. Just don't respond. The internet did it for you, bro. The internet put on their little bull cap and got out their magnifying glass and was like, something's not right here, Sherlock. We need to do some investigation.
Do seem to be a little inconsistencies in her story. Cory basically just wanted to fuck and she felt used because he didn't want to be with her. She came out and said that she was never assaulted by him and it was just him being a shitty human towards her.
Now, I disagree with this. If you want to, you know, just have sex with somebody and that's it, I don't see any issue with that. The only time it's a problem is if you do the whole boyfriend thing, right? Like a boyfriend girlfriend thing where you try and pretend, or you fuck, what's it called in the legal system? The lover boy method or the lover girl method. I think that's what it's called, where essentially you pretend like you're interested in this person for anything other than sex. Then you're a piece of shit. Absolutely. But we haven't seen any text messages between the two of them that would indicate that's what it was. So until then, my stance on this is going to be, they were in a situationship or a friends with benefits situation. She decided that she wanted to be with him more, and Cory decided, nah, gang, I'm good.
Bit of a weirdo, but nothing extreme being done so far as I can read. Maybe I need to learn some empathy from iDubbbz, but I don't personally know what
Yeah, you know what? I turn 30 next year. Maybe I'll find some empathy too.
Sharing this with a bunch of internet strangers accomplishes. Let's just call a spade a spade. If this dude had like 34 subscribers instead of 20 million, she would not be writing all this. I'm sorry.
Facts. She's a clout goblin. A clout goblin.
Sorry, but I'm not that girl anymore.
Oh, and by the way, her TikTok, she only had like 500 followers on it. Not even like in the numbers where you would think that this would actually like become a thing. It wasn't to create drama for a big influencer. It was literally a way for her, in my personal opinion, to launch her influencer career.
More. Even soft girls snap when they've had enough. And
you won't like me when I'm angry.
Had enough. No extra words, no permission, no apology, just truth. Even anecdotally, I've seen messier breakups and no one feels the need to make like a TikTok or like a short video exposing their ex. Breakups happen, you know, deal with it. And honestly, this has been a bit of a nothing burger. And of course,
I have heard that term so fucking much in the last week because of the LCU. I'm kind of burnt the fuck out of it. I'm just being honest. It is the same as like somebody saying slop content. Like at this point, slop content is just any content that you don't agree with or that you don't like. And nothing burger is just something you don't care about.
So a bunch of Canadian news outlets are covering this. You know, we got the Times of Canada coming in.
Them damn redcoats.
And hot. Popular YouTuber Corny Kenshin is now at the center of a growing on.
Did you just say corny?
Hot. Popular YouTuber Corny Kenshin is now at the center of a growing online controversy. The girl detailed patterns of behavior that she described as narcissistic, calling out love bombing, gaslighting, and status-driven cruelty. Gaslighting isn't even a real thing. Who told you that? I forgot to mention this. This was in part 1, but apparently
Okay, gaslighting is 100% a real thing. Like, let's just okay, but educate yourself so it doesn't happen to you.
He had subtle jabs, and he was asking her if she wanted to know how much money he made, and she said no because she didn't care. Apparently that made her feel small for the job she has, like she was a disappointment for not living up to his standard. It genuinely feels like she's throwing anything at the dartboard and praying it sticks. Cory didn't do nothing, but unfortunately we ran out of...
I know, right? Corny Kenshin is wild. I mean, he might be corny. I don't know. I don't know his content. He probably is a little corny. I mean, you kind of play to the audience you got, but hey, this is a wild pause for me. I didn't even mean to do that.
The time for this video.
I love WestJet. WestJet is hilarious. If you really want a funny, entertaining guy to check out, it's definitely WestJet. He's on his way to almost 700,000 subscribers, and he will post here. Definitely subscribe, definitely watch him. I know as a content creator, you're not supposed to tell people when other content creators are better than you or just to show them off or whatever. But if you're looking for that, 8 to 10 minute short video fix that's jam packed with comedy and enjoyable shit and a little informational, WestJet is definitely there for it. At least in my opinion, he is. Oh yeah, and here's the other thing. Shit was made yesterday. Y'all about to make Cory Kenshin take 2 years off because of these allegations. This is the Discord that she was saying was his. So it is obviously the 16th, and these accusations came out on the 14th, and the Discord account was made the day before. This is like when, do you know the hip hop influencer Dom is Live? I do not know that person. I keep pretty much to like the commentary sphere of things, whether it's like people like Diorio or Chud or more short formed or scripted content like WestJet or Sensitive Society and stuff like that. That mofo is weird. I'll take your word for it. But yeah, people can't even freaking, and this is crazy. It wasn't even on Discord. It was on Xbox messages. Y'all ain't even trying no more. Like, you dumb bitch. They were both Discord and Xbox messages. Jesus Christ. This is the reason. This is the reason right here why motherfuckers get canceled a lot of the time. People be this dumb. I'm sorry. They do.